Hey everyone, Tech here. Welcome to Tech's Tavern. Grab a brew, pull up a chair, and let's continue with our Let's Play on Crusader Kings 2, Croatia. And this episode we have a couple of objectives, and I'm going to try to answer a few questions that lay out a few objectives of this video, and then we can, like I said, keep score at the bar there and see how we do on everything. A couple things I'd like to accomplish with this episode is, number one, we want to run the time up to 11:55 so we can go and get these counties, the Duchy of Wallachia, back here. We cannot go to war yet because if we do it before 11:55 we're going to lose 100 prestige, and more importantly we lose 25 opinion with Christian rulers, and so we really don't want to piss off the whole world with that. So while I am talking here, we'll just go ahead and put it on kind of low speed and let it go. Now let me pause real quick first. Actually, one thing I wanted to do while we're doing that is we have the ability to do a grand tournament, and generally you only get to do one tournament per reign of a king, one grand tournament, I believe. And you can see the requirements. You have to be at peace, older than 16, you have to have at least 500 prestige, so I mean you got to be doing pretty well, and a personal wealth of at least 200 because it costs you 200, and then you gain 100 prestige for throwing it. So we are going to do that. One thing I want to do though, yeah, we wouldn't do that. Okay. So we got the tournament going on. Let's do the clock on super slow here for a second. Okay, so... Okay, that's fine. A couple things. Let me check our secession here. I think... Well, Prince Lucas is fine everywhere except for in Serbia. Let me pause a second here. Now we could change. What are we in? We're elective in Croatia. We're seniority in Hungary. And what I'm looking at is right here. You can see what your current settings is here. And then in Serbia, we're elective. Yeah, I'll leave it alone for now because I don't think anything's going to happen right away. One thing we could probably do is this guy here. Shouldn't be too expensive to send him a gift. 86, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Get his opinion way up. Maybe that'll start swinging his vote a little bit. But, we'll just let that go for a second. Okay, so like I said, one thing we want to do, what's he got, rebels going on here? Huh. We're going to take this back when it gets to 11:55. We'll speed the time up here in a second. I want to see the grand tournament stuff start popping up here shortly. Let's take a look at our vassals. I had some people requesting to look at that again. And you can see we're in pretty good shape. We have some people in prison who are the problem ones, and I'm really not too concerned with any of them. I mean, we got this Count of Gimmer Vazul guy, but he's a heretic anyway. He will not do a conversion. You know, really, I'm feeling pretty solid with leaving them all in jail to rot. I mean, I know some of you may say, oh no, you should do this and you ransom them and blah blah blah. Nah. You know, that revolt really pissed Lucas off. You can tell he's got a little bit of a scowl there now with his grand beard. I mean, that was an epic level revolt that we had, and in regards to that, while we let this go a little bit, in regards to that, I had a few comments with the last video. Thank you very much. And in regards to some of the things you guys were asking, I think one person was asking maybe could have showed more of it. Oh, my mother died. Mother. Okay. And could have showed some more of the revolt. And yeah, you know, I toyed around with that for a while. I couldn't decide exactly what I wanted to do. And yeah, I had a few of you, I had 2 or 3 people say, I think, that they were really surprised I didn't come out worse than I did. And I'll be honest with you, it was close. I mean, probably what really saved my butt was my allies. Sweden coming in and helping. And then, like I had said, the when things were really starting to bust out pretty bad, I had a proposition from the Holy Roman Empire to for a marriage to my daughter, one of my daughters that I saw created a alliance. And so, you know, things are going pretty crappy, so I went ahead and agreed to it. And then what that did was immediately Holy Roman Empire came up as an ally. I asked them to come help, and they did, and they sent troops that got here pretty quickly, and it held back the revolt long enough for me to build up extra troops to extra levies to bring up, and that probably is what saved my ass from not losing more than I did. So you know, just a little backstory from that last episode. It is time to let the tournament begin, and for the next 2 months all show their martial brilliance. Excellent. Better not have any accidents or crazy shenanigans up in this joint during this tournament, or I'm gonna be pissed. So yeah, again, we're kind of waiting. Let me speed the clock up one more notch here so we can we may not get to the actual taking of Wallachia back on this episode. We'll see. I mean, it's already gonna be 52 here, so then 3 more years. We'll see how it goes. If it's not this episode, it'll definitely be the beginning of the next one. Vid Guthkild has been crowned the winner of my grand tournament. Duke Maritis I of Thames bravely won him 2nd place. Bravely won... Shouldn't that be himself? Bravery won him... Oh. Tech. Idiot. If they learned to read, I wouldn't be sitting here trying to correct typos on Paradox's part. And we're doing pretty good, actually. Hey, that's one of my relatives, isn't it? My nephew won 3rd place. Excellent. Alright. Oh, man, look at that. Look at that beefy list. I got 10 opinion with all those dudes. So that's the reason to jump on the grand tournament when you see it, is because you just, I mean, you get just an AoE scale nuke on opinion from everybody. So that was pretty good. Let's go ahead and let that clock keep running for a little bit. Now, the other thing I mentioned from the last episode during that massive revolt was we did lose Zeta down here, and there's not really much we can do about that right this minute, because I'm not going to start shooting spitballs over at Byzantine yet. Which it looks like Byzantine got a little bit of a foothold back over here. If you remember, they were kind of getting kicked in a little bit there, but I don't know. It looks like this might have been somewhat of a revolt that happened, but I'll kind of glance around for a quick second, give you guys. I know people are always asking to see what's going on in the world. Sweden, my ally up there, they've kind of gotten a good foothold on their situation. You know, they were having some issues there for a while. France is kind of morphed into weirdness. Wow, look at this. This is like all the Sunni guys have all pushed up into here and taken control of Spain. I mean, this is no longer, I mean, the Spanish no longer hold any of this. I mean, you got France pushing some of this. Navarra, that's like the last foothold, it looks like. France, how the hell did France pull that? A mastermind theologian. Um, yeah, an intricate web weaver. Yeah, look at this though. That's this. All the Sunni states have taken over that. I mean, they came across on their boats and just started yoinking. Navarre, I think, is really the only actual, uh, legit Spanish kingdom over there now. Yeah, what's going on here? Okay, this is the Duke of Estragon, who we've had some dealings with before. He wants Duke Consort of Ungvar. This guy. How about you join him? Now see, this is nice. I don't know if you guys have noticed this like episodes, but because Lucas, he has a high diplomacy skill, and I keep continuously getting like an extra option here to basically get out of stuff. It's like a, get out of trouble free button. That basically it says that I give him a great explanation and he's impressed with it, and then carry on. So I'm going to use that because I just don't want to let any of these guys all need to pay. They need to pay for the revolt, for scaring the shenanigans out of me during that whole thing. But anyway, what we were looking at, England looks like they've sorted things out. So yeah, everything else looks pretty straightforward at this point. Alright, so we're getting almost to 53, halfway through. Let's take a look at some of our family and marriage and sibling situations. Lucas, he is already married and to the Duchess of Dalmatia, to Helena. And that may or may not have been a good call, but a while back when I was trying to secure secession and all that, I married him to Helena down here. And hold on a second. I was trying to look at Prince Lucas. I was trying to see. This is kind of the interesting stuff I like looking at sometimes. I know I just wasted a minute of video there, but that's one thing, and I see some people in comments maybe lose sight of that on this game. Is one thing that's really nice, that's cool about this game, is it's more of a dynasty simulator in its story. I mean, I play the game more as a story, not as a number game of trying to win it. And there's some really interesting and cool things if you just kind of take a second to look at stuff every once in a while. There's some kind of neat things that come out from underneath the workings of the game. But like for instance here is my son Prince Lucas, which I guess if he becomes king, he'll be King Lucas II, won't he? But Prince Lucas here, I married him to Helena, and actually it was kind of like a good match because if you look here, they kind of like each other. I mean, they get along good. Close the gates of hell. I didn't see that event. It must have been something that happened that I wasn't paying attention to. But I guess my son closed the gates of hell. Excellent. On one of my previous games, I had that event. It was a pretty crazy one. But yeah, I mean, if you see here, Helena, her opinion of Prince Lucas is 47, and his opinion of her is 17. So, hey, they're a good match. Whatever. And we'll look at some of these other... like this is my daughter who died. I think this is the daughter who married into the Holy Roman Empire, actually. But she died she died of pneumonia while it was going on. And then this one, she's Queen Consort Marina of Ruthenia. So one of my daughters married in and is a queen of yeah, where's it at? this country here. Look at that. She's a queen of this whole area. So that's something we may have to take a look at to see if we can get into some kind of a lineup on that somehow. And it's good opinion. King of Ruthenia. He has a good opinion of me. So that's kind of cool, actually. Let's take a look at some of our other... I mean, I've had some of you guys ask about some of this stuff. So here is one of my other daughters, and she is married to... in Ruthenia too, it looks like, the court chaplain. So she's married over there. Whoops. And then this is my youngest daughter. She is not married yet. And what kind of... she's got charitable ambitions. She's not too bad. And she's 16, so we might want to look at getting her married, using it to our advantage somehow here. We'll look at that shortly. Let's see... Okay, here we go. Another prisoner request. No. They were going to rot. I'm done with the revolt crap. I'm not going to deal with it. And see, here's the lowest guy I have who's not in jail. Well, actually, this guy... No, see, I hate him. See that 96? I'm not going to give in. I'm not going to do it. Don't do it, Tech. That's what you guys should all be saying. Don't let him out. Let him rot. Who is this? Tell him. Educate. Let's see what kind of education options we have within our realm here. This girl, is this the one girl? I think my cousin. Yeah, she's older now, but she's still packing some good stats. Okay. What's this one? Okay, I'm just letting her educate everybody for right this second. That's not directly a child of mine. So let's keep going. Let's try and get through at least... We'll go to about June on this episode, I'd imagine. And it looks, I mean, looking at my time here, we're doing pretty decent. Okay, now what's going on here? Oh my goodness. Deuce is trying to take it. Wow. He's going to yank that before... Defending against Empress Eudokia the Cruel and the Byzantine Wallachia Dulgor war over Severin. That's the chick who she's getting me back. That's the girl who we was having run-ins with when we were taking Zeta and everything before. And now she's... Wow, 13,454. Look at that death stack sitting there pounding on their... Wow, I'm going to lose out on it. What's the, do I hold those? I hold now. Damn it. That stinks. I mean, I can't really jump in on it because I'll take a huge hit. I don't want to do that. So I think it's going to be a situation where they're just going to take it, and then I'm just going to have to hope that I get another opportunity. You know, it seems like Byzantine about every 10 years or so. Eudokia, yeah. They're about to win that one. I'm just gonna have to wait until they wait until Byzantine goes into... I'm gonna have to keep a really good eye and watch for Byzantine when they go into like a revolt stage or something similar. They're gonna take it. And let's see how you'd like rule under the Byzantine Empire. We should have stayed under Croatia. Okay, wait a minute, they stopped. Duchy of Wallachia, right? Offer vassalization. He won't go for that. He is Catholic. Well, there may still be an opportunity to grab... Okay, how did that happen? I'm trying to see... No, that's not going to happen. Well, see, it looks like I'm able to... I'm able to do this now without getting a hit. Okay, I guess because it dropped because the leadership changed. Okay, I think that's what it is. I forget some of that stuff sometimes when it happens, but... I think the truce was with the previous ruler, who obviously he got killed or thrown out or whatever when they took Severn, and that war ended, and then now somehow he claimed independence with this county up here as well, which that just is not allowable. So if I go to war here, I'm going to grab those two back. It's just those two, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's what we are going to do. We'll do that first thing on the next episode, is we will declare war and take those back, and I will try to make some notes too of any other questions that I get and try to answer some of those, and we will see you on the next one. I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks, and catch you next time.